It was a good game. What is up, Finn fans? Dominant. Absolutely dominant win by the Miami Dolphins. Should be 41. We'll get to that. But 39-17 victory. I'm watching the Buffalo Bills game right now. It was a QB sneak by Kirk Cousins. I don't think he got it, so I think the Buffalo Bills are going to end up winning this game. But still, absolute dominant by the Miami Dolphins. 39-17. There's some good, some bad we're going to talk about. But let's go over the stats. We'll start with the away team. Jacoby Brissett, 22 for 35, 212 yards, 1 touchdown, 3 sacks. The front finally got after him. 3 sacks there. Nick Chubb, 11 carries for 63 yards. And he had that big, it was not a touchdown. Buffalo's going to win that game. Big 33-yard run. Other than that, we shut down their run game. Jacoby Brissett, 7 carries for 40 yards. We shut down their run game. Kareem Hunt, 6 carries for 9 yards. Then you have Devon Peoples-Jones, 5 catches for 99 yards. Amari Cooper, 3 for 32. X kind of did much better on that than I thought he would. David Bells, 3 for 24. Nick Chubb, 3 for 18. And their touchdown was to Harrison Bryant. Now we're going to talk about the Miami Dolphins. 25 for 32. 200 and... Hold on. I think the Vikings just got a touchdown. Holy crap. While I'm recording this, there was a botched snap. Touchdown Vikings. Holy crap. 37 seconds left, and the Bills have no timeouts. Wow. Anyway, back to the Dolphins. I'll keep you updated while I'm watching this. Back to the Dolphins. 25 for 32, 285 yards, 3 touchdowns, a 135 passer rating. Got to start giving Tua Tagovailoa his credit. This man is our franchise quarterback. He has shown it week after week after week after week. Franchise quarterback. It was so good they put Skylar Thompson in, and he even had 1-for-1 for 17 yards to get the first down. Jeff Wilson Jr., 17 carries, 119 yards, 1 touchdown. But let's not forget Raheem Mostert, 8 carries for 65 yards. He was so close to breaking 100 for 1 touchdown. Both of them, Jeff Wilson averaged 7 yards a carry. Raheem Mostert, 8.1 yards a carry. Receiving, Jalen Waddle, 4 catches, 66 yards. Trent Sherfield, 4 catches, 63 and a touchdown. Alec Ingold, 4 catches, 45 and a touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 5 catches, 44 and a touchdown. Tua spread the ball around. Fumbles. Xavier Howard got a fumble reception after Jalen Phillips knocked the ball out. Bad snap. We'll talk about that. But let's talk about it. Let's talk about the game. We're going to talk about the good. As I'm watching this. Again, right now, they're saying botched snap. The Vikings got the ball touchdown, which means that with the extra point, the Vikings would be up by 3. Big. Buffalo has no timeouts. This is huge here. It's under review. So, big game, right? Dolphin defense looks shoddy. The first drive, the special teams, something's going on with the special teams. They marched right down the field. They got the ball on their own 40-something, and then a few plays later, they're in the end zone for a touchdown. Really worried me. But then all of a sudden, they started clicking a little bit, right? They started clicking. The Dolphins held them to 7 for a full half, and then it was 10. Like, the Dolphins kind of clamped down. So I started feeling a little bit better. But the defense needs to work on tackling still, and we need to get Byron back, right? I'm going to talk about some of the corners we have. I'm keeping an eye out on this game. Buffalo loses. Dolphins are in first place. I'm going to do a backflip. The offense, though, is dominant. This Miami Dolphin offense can do whatever they want, whenever they want, and it's just complete domination. And I am so incredibly happy about that. Jeff Wilson, MVP of the game. Tua Tagovailoa, MVP of the game. Bethel, MVP of the game. Cater Kohu. Like, these guys, let alone Chubb gets his half sack. Christian Wilkins gets his half. Like, they just, I'll tell you who got sacks. Christian Wilkins sack, Bradley Chubb half, Jalen Phillips half. Yep, they call it a touchdown. Call stands. 41 seconds for Buffalo, depending on the extra point to either tie it or win. Huge. Some of the bad, right? They let the defense allowed a 3rd and 12 to be converted running zone. Big stops, and yep, now they're up by 3, 30-27. Keep an eye on this because, again, if Buffalo loses, Dolphins are in first place. Special teams needs help, especially on their kick return and their coverage. I do not know what's going on with Jason Sanders. Jason Sanders missed 2 extra points in this game. He made the field goals he needed to, but he missed 2 extra points. These are 25-yard field goals. There was no wind in the Dolphins stadium. I do not know what's going on with Jason Sanders. The bad tackling. They're still throwing their bodies into tackles instead of wrapping up. Really bothering me about that. The bad snap kind of stalled. Ended up us getting a field goal. It was a really high snap. Tua just had to fall and kind of stalled the drive there because it caused a long down. But other than that, like, the offense was doing great. Some play calls I didn't like. Again, this is nitpicking, but I am going to talk about the good with the bad. Some of the play calling I didn't like. 4th and inches. I did not like the play call there. I feel like they could have done something different. They got cute on some plays when it was, 3 dumb plays after another, forcing us to kick a field goal, going up 10-7. I really wish he would have just ran the ball more. We were running down their throat. He tried a Cedric Wilson Jr. end around to him, and then he was going to throw it. We lost 6 yards, and then it put us in a hole with some of the calls. Like, he tries to do too much at certain points when fundamentals, just run the ball. But that's nitpicking, right? Overall, 22-point win. Like, we dominated the Cleveland Browns, 7-3. First time, from what I heard, 7-3 since, I think, 2002, 2001. This team is different, guys. This team is absolutely different. And Tyreek Hill didn't even go off here. Josh Allen's dropping back. He's looking. Dumps it off here. They're going to get the ball at their own 34. Keep an eye on this because if they lose, it's going to be huge for us. It's just a good game. Coaching was good, obviously, except for those few. Defensively, I still don't like that they're running zone. I think when they run zone, it allows for time and for people to get open, and the pass rush doesn't have enough time to get there. I wish they would stick more with man. If you notice, as the game went on, when they ran man, that's where we got a lot of the pressure and a lot of our sacks, forced Jacoby Brissett to step up. Yeah, they're giving everything underneath. He's just tossed it to Knox. 24 seconds left. So I understand that we're thin at corner, but you saw what Cater Kohu did. You saw what Bethel did. You saw, even Campbell making a few plays here and there. I don't know what's up with X. X did decent. X, kind of limited Amari Cooper to 3 catches, 32 yards, because he was covering him the whole time. But I don't know. He seemed off. And even Sam Madison talked about he's 100% healthy. He needs to get his confidence back, is what Sam Madison said. So we'll see how that pans out. But I'm ecstatic. I think I even predicted 7-3 going into the bye before the season started. I knew we weren't going to win all of them. We could have if Tua stayed healthy. So 7-3 going into the bye. We're home. Then we're home again for the Houston Texans. Can definitely be 8-3 going on a very tough stretch going over to the West Coast. Huge. Absolutely huge. I'm very, very happy with the way the team played today. Again, also, I just looked over at my notepad. We didn't punt the ball. We didn't punt the ball the whole game. And the only sack Tua had was the one when the bad snapper had to fall on the ball. The offense was just dominant. Myles Garrett, Jadeveon Clowney, they didn't sack him. Great pot. Like, it's just such a great game. Again, I talked about some things that need work, but other than that, it's such a great dominant win But I'm ecstatic with this win, and especially the way they won this game by dominant fashion to the point where we didn't have to, we rested our starters and Skylar Thompson came in, got the first down, and then took a knee, and it just, we needed this going into the bye. Now our guys can get healthy. X can get hopefully back to himself. We can get Byron back. Teron Armstead can rest the toe. Austin Jackson was active, but he didn't play. Like, all of a sudden this team's going to get healthy at a perfect point. So it's going to be really, really awesome to see. But I'll see you. I'm going to make the best of clips for later tonight, and then tomorrow we're going to do the deeper dive. Then we got the film breakdown. Me and Big O, we're getting back together. We're going to talk some more. Crazy. This Bills game is crazy. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. But I'll see you guys later tonight with the best of clips. I'll see you tomorrow. Super pumped about this game. But like usual, guys, stay classy. And fins up.